Now, it was 1 year ago, can you believe, that we brought together 100 women from across the globe to discuss the issues that face them in today's world. This year, we're once again focusing on the female agenda, and today we're talking to some inspirational women about their remarkable achievements, finding out as well what hurdles women still have to overcome in 2014. First, though, we're going to hear from one woman who has survived extraordinary hardship. Joining us from New York is Wai Wai Nu, a former political prisoner from Myanmar. We thank you very much for being with us here on Impact. You were only 18 years old when you were arrested and put in prison. You had 7 years in prison in Myanmar. How was that for you?
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me here. Actually, as a young woman, being in prison for a long time, it's like hell. Because I had to struggle with my dreams, I had to struggle with my future, and I have to struggle to survive in the prison in a situations of with many kinds of restrictions and inhuman situations inside the prison. But fortunately, it was prison became my life university because I had chance to talk with many women from different layers, different level, and many women from different life backgrounds. So for me, I think it was like a life university.
And those are the women you are now trying to help, since you got your law degree and you've set up a support group for women as well. But you particularly campaign for Rohingya women. Can you give us an idea of what daily life is like for Rohingya women in Myanmar?
Yeah, actually, I was very passionate about the women, and I thought like I was politicized in the prison, and I have a lot of desire to work for the women. And when I came out of the jail, and the situations in Rakhine State, especially for the Rohingya, it's getting very serious and worse. And so that's one of the reasons now I'm working for the Rohingya women. But at the same time, I'm working for all women of Burma to get justice through legal systems by setting up another women organization called Justice for Women. But for the moment, the situations of the Rohingya women is one of the most critical situations, I think, in the world, because they have even no right to self-identification. They are not allowed to say themselves as Rohingya, and denying of their identity, and it's denying of their existence, and that's lead to taking away all of their basic rights, including restrictions on movement, restrictions on marriage, and restrictions of birth rate, which is seriously causing human rights violations towards the women, and restrictions on marriage and restrictions on birth rate, and which is impacting in their whole life, and also which is impacting for their children as well. And after the violence happened in 2012 in Rakhine State, about 1,400 IDPs, Rohingya IDPs, are in the camps, and women in those camps are not getting enough health care and food, and they are not getting enough humanitarian assistance, and they're not allowed to go to the young women, and children are not allowed to the school until now, up to 3 years. So it's a very critical situation, I would say that.
Wai Wai Nu, thank you very much for joining us from New York and sharing your remarkable story. Wai Wai Nu from Myanmar, one of our 100 women. We're going to be talking to more of them throughout the program here on Impact, so do stay with us.